I detect a source of great power 5 floors above you. Proceed with caution. That's it? That's all you gotta say. At this point, I'm not really recording me going up the floors here.
What? One enemy detected.
Huh?
Yes, the enemy
Here's
is
our
vulnerable.
chance for an all-out attack. Let me at him.
Been a little while, but I'm still battling. Moving fast while you just battling. No time.
Persona!
No tangling. No angling.
Here's our chance for an all-out attack. Let me at him.
Flash rhymes coated with spangles. Some sounds in a tongue. Wangles. Tangles just like
One enemy remains.
Who's the man?
That was interesting. Wait, what? What they've changed? How have they changed?
Three enemies detected. Strike first.
Why the fuck is it still right on escape? God damn it! Grind things as I do this. I can't. Oh Jesus! Every time I level grind, I have to remember to do it like this. I go back to the start, save, then I have to come back to this floor, and then start back from this floor and go back up. That's how I have to do it. Oh goodness gracious. I actually just noticed this while I'm looking up from my phone. Apparently the Reaper actually ran out of SP. He can't use skills anymore, so I kept looking up at my screen being like, hey, they're hitting a lot now all of a sudden. Yeah, that's because he can't even actually hit us anymore. Kind of. Well, 16,000? I'm level 17. How many levels is that gonna put me up? 25. I was only put up to 25. Persona only went up to level 18. Really? I don't know how to feel about this, dude. I fought the Reaper. I fought the Reaper for 2 hours. Around 10 o'clock is when I started fighting the Reaper. It is now 12 now. I fought the Reaper for that long. I went from 17 to 25. As for personal levels on a persona, personal level on a persona, they need a lot more experience. But the main character's personal experience says next 1,937. I wish I had like an actual bar, you know? I'm sitting here trying to find out if it would be a good idea to do that again. Because while it is not that useful for the protagonist, I mean, it could be. No, because I'm only putting my hit points and SP up. Yeah, no, that's only my hit points and SP going up. It is a lot better. The grinding is only a lot better for Junpei and Yukari. Also, the reason you don't hear any in-game sound effects is because I have that turned off because I'm listening to a video on the side. Yeah, the protagonist's attack isn't really going to get any better unless we got a certain persona on. But their attacks, their persona can be changed. So, and their persona shares, if I'm correct about this, their persona shares their exact level. So, oh geez, I don't know if this would be a really good idea for me to farm the Reaper or not. Because I think, yeah, in the first, like, in 5, if I grind out the boss, the Reaper, I think it still did take me around 2 hours to fight him. But the difference is that I think I went from, I want to remember what it was. Back then, in Persona 5, with playing it on the easiest difficulty, only Joker would revive. So only he was getting experience anyway. And yeah, it got easier to fight him because of the persona I was using. But for this one, the whole team can get the experience. I think I will go and fight it one more time. I will fight it one more time. Yeah, it was 2 hours. I could have done 2 hours of grinding myself of normal enemies, and I probably would not have gotten to this level. Because 16,000 is good. I mean, that's a lot of good stuff, but I don't know. I'm just trying to think if this was really worth it. I think I'll do it one more time and hope that, well, hope it works out, I guess. At the very start of grinding out the Reaper is that it is not the first hour is slow, and near the end of the second hour is fast because he runs out of SP. So I think what I'll do is I will fight him one more time to see how many more levels I get, because I went from 18 to 25. You know, that's a decent amount of levels. You know, that's 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's 7 levels that I probably couldn't be getting right now normally anyway. You know what I mean? So I don't know, I guess I'll do it one more time, see where we get with that. I'm not gonna do this all the way up to level 99, especially if the grinding doesn't look like it's getting any faster with my levels. Because if it's not getting any faster, there is no point in grinding him out. But I might do this up to a, I don't know, just I guess a certain, the moment it looks like I'm starting to get maybe like 3-4 levels per go is when I'll stop. Because again, that is 2 hours of me sitting here and just watching stuff or doing work on a side project. And like, man, I kind of wasn't prepared to do this today, so my mind is not exactly 100% on working on that side project today. And yeah, I know this is basically cheating since I just keep reviving, but hey, if it makes me strong enough to just breeze through the story, cool. It's what I do, it's what I chose to do. And again, I don't think I'm gonna do this all the way up to level 99 like I did in Persona 5. Which, in Persona 5, it didn't even actually make a difference anyway, because enemies still would not fucking die. The thing about grinding this out right now is that if I grind out the Reaper, this takes away from me constantly running back and forth between floors, which apparently for right now are not being randomized with the specialty. I don't know what... There's no specialty going on. So, as of right now, if I grind out the Reaper, I am not going to be able to go after money and other items that I could be using. I'm only really getting experience here, so... back to it, I guess. You get 5 per hit. Right now, he's just gonna kill me. I mean, they're doing, like... The most damage that Junpei has done is now 9 and 8, so I guess that's cool. But then we die, and I gotta just keep doing this over and over again. Like, I can't just put the controller down. I couldn't have a nap if I wanted to. I can't. I have to sit here, fully conscious, and making sure that I press this X button every other moment when they die. And yes, I had to do that in Persona 5, but the difference is in Persona 5, I was actually using a skill that took at least 20 hit points from the boss. And in here, and I don't know if it's the same in Persona 5, but in here, his HP is 4,444. That's how much I need to hit with these attacks. And so he probably kills me probably like somewhere in hundreds, and I'm not talking about just 800, I'm talking about the big hundreds. So, anyway, that's just my thought process and how things are going as I'm grinding him out. I mean, even if the levels go down to like 3 or 4 per kill, if Junpei and Yukari are killing him a lot faster, then it is worth it. If not, it is not worth it. And again, I probably might not put this all the way up to 99 because I don't know. I just don't know. Might not be worth it now because I'm about to go to the bathroom because I really need to go use it, and I mean I need to go number 2. So I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna hold the controller in my hand, and I'm just gonna, like, sit there for a minute and then just press X. Just sit there, press X, and probably something will happen. Like, bro, could you imagine me, like, going all throughout my house doing things like going and cleaning something, and then, like, my controller's next to me, like, all day. Like, just imagine me going all throughout the house, maybe cleaning, making dinner, talking to somebody, like talking to a family member, and I just keep occasionally pressing X. What if I went and took a bath, and I just put my controller, like, next to my thing. So I gotta be pressing X to revive myself and to do all-out attacks. Like, bro, that is so much. That is a lot of X pressing. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go use the bathroom now. This is worth it. Which, you know, this could be. Getting very high levels very early in the game can be dumb for some people. But to me, I like breezing through the game. And if I can cut out a shit ton of level grinding, that can get very boring and monotonous. Like, this is already boring though, because I'm not doing anything. But if it can speed up the process for the future, great. Because for Persona 5, that cut out hours of grinding. Hours of very tedious grinding was cut out because of grinding out the Reaper. For what was probably at least a total of 10 hours. But that's 10 hours out of what could have been 30 to 40 hours of grinding in Persona 5 specifically. If I could go back, a part of me does kind of think maybe I should from now on put like a timer down for how long it takes me to grind for things and accumulate it. That would be kind of funny. Maybe I might do that for future games, but I think for the Trails of Cold Steel games and Neptunia, I put more time in grinding than I have just doing the story alone. So, this, at the end of the day, could be worth it, even though it is 2 hours of fighting one guy for like 5 levels. Which, it's better than trying to get those 5 levels in the same 2 hours of fighting 100 or so enemies and actually getting nowhere near that much levels. Especially right now, since, I don't know, I guess we'll find out. I mean, it seems to... never mind, I don't have anything else to say. I don't even know why I keep talking. It is actually speeding up a decent amount, because during the time that I've just talked to you, I think before when I was doing this, I did not notice a change in his health bar at all the first time I did this, but actually, if someone could hit him, please, I actually do notice that his health bar has... Jesus Christ. I noticed that his health bar has actually... You can already notice that his health bar is moving. Okay, so it's been about like 2 days since the last half of this video where I did grind out the Reaper. We are now at level 37. That is actually as far as I think I'm going to take this, because I think if I were to grind him out anymore, he gives out 16,000 experience per kill. Chase, right now, needs 5,315 to level up. I do not know if this is, like... I cannot tell if... I wish this one had an XP bar, you know? Where you could see how much experience is actually needed. Like, from start to finish. But we don't really get to know that here. So, as far as I do know, this experience is probably experience that level 37 would say you need to get to 38. Like, you need somewhere around 5,000. So 5,000, like, that's already that's a lot. You're only going to be leveling up 2 times per kill at this point. At this point. When in Persona 5, they increase the amount of experience the Reaper gives you, and you know they did if I really got all the way to level, 99 in there. And the leveling isn't really even for Chase in this one. It's not even... for the protagonist, it is not even as specific for them to level up. In Persona 5, it's cool. I'm trying to figure out a way to explain this. Since I kind of I jumped on the recording here and I just decided to give up on continuing this grinding stuff. Like, I've been up since 11 doing this. Basically, in Persona 5, at first, if you were to grind out the Reaper, you were only going to be leveling up Joker. He would be the only one that you would level up. Reason being, if you were playing on the easiest difficulty grinding out the Reaper, only the protagonist would be revived on the easiest difficulty in Persona 5. While in Persona 3, the PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5 portable version will revive your entire team. But back then, you could only revive Joker. And so, I say back then, which is weird, in Persona 5, you could only revive Joker. So he had to get very strong so that you could kill the Reaper faster and keep your teammates alive so that by the end of the battle, they could get the experience. Because I don't think they got the experience if they were dead. I might be wrong. They probably got less of it. And I don't know if characters, if they're dead, don't get experience here. I have no idea. All I know is that grinding the Reaper in Persona 5 took just as long, but actually showed results every single time. I think I remember I went from level 17 to probably 38 to 40 the first time I grinded him out. And here, I've only gotten to level 37. So, that kind of sucks. And no, I don't even have a persona, like, very strong that I was using here. Like, I didn't... That's also the thing with Persona 5. You realistically could just keep one persona to use, and then have that persona be the only one you use. Persona 5 is a pretty easy game. But this one, for back then, it does what Soul Hackers 2, for me, I'm just talking about the way I've played them and figured it out. Soul Hackers 2, I guess, takes from this, where you use a certain persona, use it up to a certain level until it can gain no more skills and it will give you stuff. And so, you gotta keep using multiple different personas to level up, so making a strong one for the protagonist is not very useful. In my eyes, level grinding in Persona 3 is not for the protagonist at all. The only thing you are doing when leveling up the protagonist is getting their health and skill points up. That's it. So basically, you're only getting them to live longer, while characters like Yukari and Junpei, you are actually getting them to be stronger and get the skills that they, need to get. And you can't change their personas, so you don't have to worry about that. But this is as strong as, they can get. Like, I don't know why Yukari only has one more skill to get, while Junpei has, 4 more. And I'm not sure if, I don't know, maybe you really do not need to be... I would assume the game would want you to be at, maybe 70 at the very least before you beat the game. So to see the skills end at 40 makes me think that, man, the game maybe isn't supposed to be as long as you think it is. But basically, we're a lot stronger now, and that's pretty much it, What the fuck? Are these supposed to be a lot bigger than we've seen it?
A Guardian. I'm afraid you'll have to defeat it to proceed.
Well, they look like they're made of fire, so... Yeah, as far as things go... I don't know. Let's see how much damage Junpei can do to a normal, enemy just by smacking
I'll
them.
attempt to analyze the enemy.
Damn, I couldn't finish it off.
82 only? That sucks.
can do it! 2 to go!
Really, pretty much the most of what I've done is just make sure my team isn't going to be dying anytime soon. At least for a couple of floors. There's apparently a extra place that you unlock near the end of the game, which is like has really high level enemies and shit like that you could grind out way better than grinding out the Reaper. So that's obviously where my grinding will have to take place. How much damage is this?
Strikes are no good.
What even was the point of that?
Help me!
Last one.
You have the potential to grow even stronger.
Well, I guess that's that then. We're gonna go ahead and end this episode off, and next time we'll actually start the recording, like, without any more cutting, when we're probably done going through Tartarus here. Well, I've just been running up the floors since I'm pretty much out level this whole area, and maybe the next for at least a little bit. So, I've just been running along, and we'll see what we actually got going on here. Not going anywhere. And no interesting dialogue has been happening.
Its Arcana is the Empress. It's a guardian, so it'll be a difficult fight.
Persona!
See what this can do. I think the funny thing is, I'm way more... I'm really more looking into doing,
Check this out.
more social links
That one just
and
won't
story
die.
stuff outside of fighting,
I can do it!
because it's like...
Wind
I don't
attacks
know,
are
it's...
working.
This
Persona!
Tartarus place, like, it's not... It don't have much to it. It
Persona.
just keeps making me question, is this even where the story is supposed to
That
be
one
taking
just won't
place?
die.
Hold on, that's don't they have...
I
oh, there we
can
go.
do it!
Oh wait, shit, blocks win, you idiot.
Wind attacks aren't working!
Really? Of all people?
Persona!
She'll be fine.
Persona.
She'll live.
Damn, I couldn't finish it off.
Ha! That was a close one.
And then that's just it. Well, what else are you supposed to do? This next floor better be it. We're still going?
'Cause every night I will save your life.